Amor fati means to love one's fate. It is the philosophy of those who have suffered, fallen, lost, and learned to say yes to all of it. To embrace your entire life, not because it was painless, but because it was yours. Amor fati is the mark of a soul who has wrestled with despair and chosen not to escape, not to numb, not to beg, but to affirm. To say, let it happen again. I would live it all again. This is Red Lotus. This is the divine lover. A man who was broken by fate and instead of cursing it, fell in love with it. A man who, after countless lifetimes of grief and failure, transcended regret not by erasing the past, but by absorbing it into himself, by transforming suffering into reverence. But Fang Yuan is not Red Lotus. Fang Yuan is not Amor fati. Fang Yuan does not love fate. He does not hate it either. He simply sees it. And he refuses to be bound by it. Where Red Lotus reached transcendence by loving the pattern, Fang Yuan transcends it by sheer force of will. He does not seek to understand the world emotionally. He does not need to be reconciled with it. He grinds through it, step by step, like a blade sharpening itself against the universe. He is not here to affirm what has been. He is here to break what should not be. Amor fati is the wisdom of the convalescent, the one who lies sick, scarred by life, and chooses healing through understanding. But Fang Yuan is not convalescing. He is not recovering. He is evolving. Amor fati says, I would not change a single moment. Fang Yuan says, I will change everything. Nietzsche believed that Amor fati was the ultimate strength, but even he feared what would come after, the one who no longer needed to love fate at all, the one who would create his own values, his own laws, his own meaning, the one who would tear down the old world without regret. That is Fang Yuan. Fang Yuan does not want peace. He does not want beauty. He does not want meaning. He wants freedom. Not the illusion of freedom that comes from acceptance, but the absolute freedom that comes from control, from dominance, from reshaping the world into something that bends to his will, not the other way around. And that is the true difference. Red Lotus surrendered to eternity and found peace. Fang Yuan conquers eternity and finds victory. Red Lotus embraced the pattern. Fang Yuan rewrites the pattern. Red Lotus is the man who said yes. Fang Yuan is the man who said no, and then made that no into reality. So who is stronger? Perhaps strength cannot be measured in terms of love or will. Perhaps they are not enemies, but opposites in tension. Yin and Yang. The divine lover and the eternal conqueror. One turns suffering into beauty. The other turns suffering into fuel. One heals the soul. The other abolishes it. Amor fati is for those who wish to endure the world. Fang Yuan's will is for those who wish to replace it. And in the end, perhaps that is what makes him the most terrifying being of all. Because Fang Yuan does not need fate. He does not need love. He only needs himself.